Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tracking the Coronavirus. Today we're going to look at death toll. So it has been a while. We are now on day 105. We left off of day 94, but it is April 13th, and now we've hit over 100,000 deaths globally. If we look at today, now we are at 118,000, so we can just take that data over. Uh, all right, perfect. And now what we can do is we can kind of drag this down, and this kind of gives us a rate at which the virus is expanding, and the kind of death rate every day. So since yesterday, it's gone up by 4%. And notice how we're kind of dropping by 1% a day. I mean, we went from 7% to 6% to 5%, and now down to 4. So really good job, you guys. We're going down like a percent every day. We're staying under this line right here. You can see the orange line. This is kind of a line representing exponential decay. And you can see at like day 120, we should be at near where we are today. So we're doing really good for day 105. And yeah, we should definitely try to keep it under that curve. That just tells us kind of a rate at which we're going at. Notice now it's on an exponential because the rate is going down. It's more linear to a more curved path. And so that's similar with the cases, as you can see here. The loads, yeah. Yeah, you can see here we're kind of under again, and it's going down, which tells us we're more linear and then also curved kind of at the end. And then if you want to kind of get an idea of that picture of the curve, this is where we are. And notice how we are curving off here. So I think the best idea is to go instead with an average based graph instead of a exponential. We are no longer exponential, so really good. But let's go ahead and edit kind of a model we're looking at. Let's kind of play around with it. So if we get a moving average, of course this won't give a fixed equation. There's no equation in the world for this, but it will just base off of an average line. And it will say, okay, tomorrow we're going to 125,000 deaths. And that may be very well true. But you can see how this moving average used to go from an exponential nature to now a curved nature. And so you can kind of see where almost our max. In fact, this is globally, just in America alone. Many people predict 60,000 cases being our peak. And looking at American deaths, I also have a tab for that. Yeah, I actually don't have any graphs to show you here yet, but April 13th, data for that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, 23,000. Oops, that's a little big. All right, so now that's gone from 12 to 9 to 7 to 5%. So you can kind of see how our death toll is definitely going to flatten, and they still say it will be triple this value at our peak. But that graph won't curve down actually. It will look more like a logistic graph. And if you kind of want to know what a logistic graph is, it will look like this. Okay, this is a logistic graph. So with the death toll, obviously we can't go down. That means we're reviving the dead. Instead, it will just peak and it will just curve at a carrying capacity. That's what they call it. And it kind of resembles the death toll. And this will be our peak, and that will be 60 grand for the US. I don't know what it is for the world, so leave it in the comments below what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one.